Hi, third graders. The video that I posted yesterday was actually for Monday and Tuesday for your reading lesson. So this is for Wednesday. I believe it's May 13th. What we're going to focus on another text feature is how authors order and sequence information to show events or procedures in time order. So this says a starfish starts as an egg and then becomes a larva. So if you look at the bottom, you should recognize all these transition words that we use when we did narrative writing and informational writing. First, second, third, later, okay? So when we do our reading selections, be looking for those different signal words. So your job today to get a little bit of practice with ordering and sequencing in your packet is the life cycle of a mosquito. It kind of goes through the different stages. Sorry about that. In the life cycle, boys and girls. Oops. So what I want you to do is I want you to read the different stages of the life cycle of the mosquito. And then on the back, there are some questions to go with that. And it does say, highlight the answers in the text. So for instance, where does the female mosquito lay her eggs? So your job is going to go back to the text and you're going to find the answer to that. So sometimes what I do when I'm doing a procedure like this is I know this is question number 1. So maybe I'll do that one with you, boys and girls. So I know the female mosquito, how does she lay her eggs? Sometimes even as readers, boys and girls, we can read the questions first, and then we kind of know what we should be thinking about while we're reading. So you can do that as well. But I'm going to go, so I know it talked about the female laying her eggs, so I know it's got to be in this section here, okay? The life cycle of a mosquito begins as an egg. The female mosquito will find a wet place like a pond or lake to lay her eggs. So I'm not going to highlight that whole sentence. I'm going to put wet place like a pond or lake, lay her eggs. She can lay between 40 to 400 eggs. It takes about 2 days for the eggs to hatch. Sometimes the eggs can survive the winter before hatching. So do you see how I just highlighted those key words? So when I go back, and I can do this one with you, boys and girls, remember, when you respond to your reading, you want to use complete sentences. So let me grab a marker here, boys and girls. So where does the female mosquito lay her eggs? So what I do, remember to flip it. Take what's already in the question to help you start your sentence. Female mosquito, so I'm going to do female. Oh, let me see if I can get this up on my board. It might be a little bit easier. So I'm going to do it like this. Mine's still in the packet, so it's hard to write. I'm not sure how to spell mosquito, but I know it's right there. Female mosquitoes lay their eggs, and I want to go back, in a wet place, like a pond or a lake. Lay their eggs in a wet place, like a pond or lake. Remember to add those periods, those capital letters. So I do want you to practice responding in those complete sentences. Okay? So then down on the bottom, sorry about that. Draw each life cycle phase. So that's where you can go ahead and use some illustrations. You might need to go back and get a little bit of detail. So that is your job for Wednesday, boys and girls. So just once again, reviewing how authors use order and sequence.